Welcome to Backyard Forest School. Have you noticed the blackberries about at the moment? You can find them on brambles, in the hedges, in the hedgerows, as you walk along. Look, I've been picking some. Would you recognise them? They've got lots of little lumpy bits, which are the seeds. Beautiful. Not only are they very delicious to eat, and you might want to put them in a pie, perhaps with apple, but they also make a super dye, a natural dye, when you add a bit of water to them and pulp them down. I'd love to show you how to make a gorgeous bit of tie-dye with using some blackberry juice. Have a look at this. So I've got some material which I've already cut into like a flag or a piece of bunting shape. I've got some stones. I'm actually going to use some shells as well. They're rather nice. And I've got some elastic bands. I've got one thick one. Oops, that's broken. And two thin ones there. 1, 2. There we go. Now before I got my material here, I made a preparation of blackberries and water, and I've been pulping that down with a stick, look, to make that really mushy and to let the colours of the blackberries really come through. There we go. So let me show you how to make a lovely pattern, or one way of making a lovely pattern on your material. I'm going to get my stone, put it underneath the material, and then on the top there, push the stone up with my finger and hold it tightly. And then to hold that into place, I'm going to put an elastic band around it, and your elastic band needs to be fairly tight. So I'm going to hold it open with this hand, put it around my stone, almost like the neck really part, twist it over, and pop it again around, turn it over, take it around again. And I'm going to keep repeating that until I have no more elastic band on my fingers left. Feels quite tight. Whoop, barely any room left. There we go. And one more. Over we go. Lovely. And then you should be able to see where you've tightened your stone or shell or whatever. Could even be a piece of wood chip on your fabric. There we are. I think I might do a bit of a pattern. Might put my shell in the middle there. So again, put my shell underneath. Going to find where my shell is on the top, push my shell up, and then with my fingers pinch that quite tightly, and this time I'm going to take a larger elastic band. And hopefully, I wonder if that's going to make any difference. So you pull it over, twist it round, put it over again, twist it round. There we go. Oh, this is a bit trickier, it's a bit tighter to do. There we are, and the last one, boop, there we are. So that's given me a second pattern, and I'm going to pop a little stone in there to give me a third pattern. It can be as random as you like, or you could put your pebbles or your shells in a straight line. It's entirely up to you. You could also just roll your material up and put elastic bands around it, or even string would do the job. And you can use any material. Could be an old tea towel or an old t-shirt, an old scarf. I've used some calico material, which usually works quite nicely as well. There we go. Okay, so once you've got your pebbles in place, and you can put as many pebbles or things in there you like, you're going to put this into your dye. In you go. There we go, really squash that down. Could use my fingers too. Push that down with my stick and really give it time to soak. Now, because I wanted to show you what this looked like, I actually put one in here earlier. So I'm going to take this one out. Take the one I put in earlier out to show you what it could look like. Oh, there we go. So now I'm going to squeeze the excess water off. That means the extra water there. Oh, look at that. It smells lovely. Oh, Beautiful. And then I'm going to take the elastic bands off. Got lovely the seeds from the blackberries on there. That's beautiful. Gives it extra texture. So I'm going to take the elastic bands off. You can use a pair of scissors if you're not worried about using elastic bands again. There we go. Let's see what happens, shall we? It's always the exciting part, isn't it? Don't have to wait too long. I've had this in here in the juice probably for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Shall we have a look? I'll let my stone or whatever it is fall out. Oh my gosh, look at that. Beautiful. That's called tie-dyeing because you're tying a part of the material and dyeing another. Let's see what happens when we take this one off. Always tricky to find the elastic band. Whoop, there we go. Super, super. The exciting bit at the end. Oops. There we go. There we are. And I'll just, if I can take that off like that. Let's take this bit off too. Oh, that's broken, that's fine. There we are. Unwind it. Oh, that was put on really tightly. Right, are we ready? Put that stone there. Put that stone there. Oh my gosh, wonderful. Let me put this on the table to show you. There we go. Beautiful, look at that. That's my tie-dye. I've got a pile here that some little friends have made, all very, very different. And eventually we're going to put them together and use them to make bunting to hang out in the trees. Look at that. Beautiful. So, next time you're out and about, see if you can find some blackberries. They do stain your hands and clothes a little bit, so be careful. Collect them in a little pot or a little bag. Come home, make some natural dye and make yourself some bunting. Have fun. See you next time.